you know, this sticking to his word and reading and spending time with him and praying, you know, he's gonna cover you, and you're gonna start to see things unravel in your life and things become better in your life, and you just gonna see all types of wonders and miracles when you just stay in the truth and, you know, sit here and feed your ruach, your spirit, and to overcome the weakness of your flesh. Because when we living in this world, you know, nothing but wickedness is gonna come our way, and we're gonna be destroyed. But that was real powerful. That happened to me that day. Because I haven't ate all day, nothing. Just found this lady purse, turned it in after getting out from the word. She come and give me $20.
Right.
So I was like, man, like, the Most High is powerful.
Oh yeah.
And there's a power out there. His name is the Highest. That was deep.
Right on. And so with that being said, this is the love of God showing itself up for what it really is,
right,
in spirit and in truth. And a lot of people are going to find out that when you express yourself by giving him what's truly his, that timing, something that we spoke about a long time ago, when you start to show him that attention, if you will, when you start to give him that grain of what is his, by spending time in your word, by speaking to him, you know what I mean? Prayer and praise, the fear of the Lord. A lot of people tend to wonder, what is the fear of the Lord? Well, it's not you actually being afraid of him. It's more or less when you give him reverence, or when you give him, you know, that associated time of having that real peace with him. You know what I mean? Looking to him for answers instead of trying to, you know, find them on your own.
Right.
I know I talked about earlier about the sight of God. Well, the sight of God, what is the sight of God? Now, a lot of people may say, well, the sight of God is when the automatic thing when you think of sight, you think of seeing it, you know, with your physical eye. Well, I'm about to break down to you what this sight is talking about. This sight is not only talking about a physical aspect here.
Mm-hmm.
Every man has sight. Well, some men have sight to see literally, but you know, this is with your physical man. But if you notice, every person somewhere down the line has an inner man, or a heart, if you will. And once again, I've talked about that on numerous occasions about the heart aspect. Matter of fact, that's going to be a systematic teaching of what I'm going to bring forth to that later on, sometime this year. But what about your inner man having sight?
Mm-hmm.
The day you got born again, the day that you became one with the Spirit of God, the day that you became reinstated, you know, through your adoption in this inheritance that is called the rebirth, or that is called redemption, if you will. Your inner man also has eyes to see.
Mm-hmm.
This is how you see God. This is how you see Yah. This is how you see Ahaya, if you will. This is how you actually see him, with the eyes of your heart. And this very thing is to say, just like, well, 1 Corinthians 13 talks about the different attributes of God. One of those attributes is he's not angered easily, or to be puffed up. Well, what does puffed up mean? Puffed up means to be easily angered. You ever seen a blowfish? You ever seen a blowfish? How you know how you do that thing? No. Or better yet, like that cornbread I'll be talking about. You know, with that egg, you notice when you bake a bread, or when you bake bread, what does it do? It becomes swelled through that baking process. Any type of bread has swelling, you know, yeast.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you have yeast, this becomes puffed up through heat. Anger is that heat, that puffed upness. You understand what I'm saying? And that's one attribute that he has. He's not easily angered. It says that love suffereth much. It goes through much suffering. It goes through certain pains, if you will, if not all pains. It goes through things that you can't even imagine. You know what I mean? But through love, it will take up all kinds of suffering. It will go through all kinds of persecution, just to show you that, hey, listen, I don't care what you do to me. I don't care how you try to map things out to oppose me. But I'm going to go through it just to let you know that Whatever you do to me, it ain't gonna bother me, cause I'm strapped with the love. I'm strapped with the love that forgives all and holds all and keeps all. This is what real love does. That's just a couple of attributes on the sight of God. What you actually see him looking like, and you don't see him physically, but the eyes of your heart should show you that attitude.
Right.
That when you become, watch this, like Ephesians 5:1 says, be an imitator. You imitate him in everything that you do. Just like what you said. When you said, I was reading that word and I heard that voice tell me, say, sit down a little bit longer, spend a little bit more time with me. That is the fear of God, man. When you can hear a voice that is well above your own.
Right.
When you can hear his voice. And people hear many of voices, like a schizophrenic, they hear many of voices. But if you hear that one voice that says, hey, listen, spend a little bit of time with me, and I guarantee you I'll show you a miracle. That's the love of God, man. Once again, LoveWalk Development Part 7. This is just a little nitpick. Once again, impromptu moment. Word Life Movement, we are in here, and we're going to bring forth the truth in our highest name and in the way of Yeshua. We thank you once again. Peace. God bless.
Peace.